Hello, welcome to my page. My name is Praise and this is the I.T.K. Reviews page. Today I'll spend some time reviewing Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. I hope you really enjoy it. I got introduced to Hayao Miyazaki's work through a book I read and loved so much called Ikigai. Ikigai is written by Hector Garcia, and Hector was basically gushing about Hayao in this book. So I researched Hayao and I stumbled upon a documentary about him. I loved everything I saw and decided I was going to see his films. I've seen about 8 films he's directed, that his studio has directed, but Spirited Away was my favorite by far. I decided to do my first review on Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away because since the first moment I watched it and since I found out about his work, I've been so obsessed and I want everyone to be obsessed just like me. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Spirited Away, I suggest you pause this video now, go watch it, and then come back to it because there's going to be some spoilers in this. I'll start by giving you a brief summary on what Spirited Away is. Spirited Away is about a young girl called Chihiro who's moving to a new city with her family and is very unhappy about it. She's not pleased. On the way to their new house, her parents, they took the wrong turn and then stopped when they saw an abandoned theme park. They decided to explore it, but Chihiro wasn't interested in exploring it at all. They basically walked past her, told her to wait, and she said no because I think maybe she was scared. And they all went into this abandoned theme park, which then leads into a small town. When they got there, there was this amazing smell coming from the town, only for them to arrive at where the smell is coming from, and it was a buffet. It was delicious food. Even I would want to eat this food. It was so good. And her parents just dig in. Chihiro was trying to stop them. They didn't even care. They were hungry. They just dug in. There was no one, they didn't know who the food was for. There was no one attending to the food. They just ate it. Chihiro had told her parents not to eat this food and to go. She didn't want to be here. Let's go. But they weren't even listening to her. They just shoved her to the side and kept eating. They were stuffing their face. So she decided to explore the town since her parents are ignoring her again. While she's exploring the town, she meets a young man who tells her that they've come into a spirit world and if they don't leave before nighttime, they're going to get stuck there forever. So Chihiro didn't even want to come here to begin with. So you didn't need to tell her twice. She ran away from this young man and went straight to where her parents were, only for her to see that instead of her parents, the 2 pigs wearing her parents' clothes. So her parents have transformed into pigs. She was terrified. As she's trying to figure out what's going on, nighttime falls and then spirits start appearing. You know what? Let me just pause quickly to say, as a woman with a Nigerian origin, when I first saw this, I was like, hey God, who told you to eat something that you saw randomly? There's this myth in Nigeria that when you see food on the road, like random food on the road, it's for the spirits and you're not meant to touch it or the spirits will punish you. So the minute I saw them eating this, I was like, what's happening here? Now that they turned into pig, all the Nigerian alarms in my head were screaming. They're like, what? You should have known. That's what you deserve. As she's trying to figure out what's going on, nighttime falls and spirits start appearing. So she's even more terrified and tries to run back through the route that she came in, only for her to find that there's no land there anymore. It's just water. Then she looks at her skin, she looks at herself, and she becomes translucent. She becomes a spirit. She's even more terrified. Then the young man who spoke to her earlier and warned her to get away finds her. His name is Haku, by the way. I'm just going to drop that in. And Haku tells her, you know what? You've arrived at the spirit world. This is a bathhouse. It was run by a witch called Yubaba. And the only way she could escape and get out of this bathhouse safe with her parents was if she got a job and figured out how to get out of there. The main thing I love about Hayao Miyazaki's work in general is how seamless the storytelling is. It's so easy to understand what he's saying. You don't have to guess at any time. But for Spirited Away, what blew me away the most was that the detailing was so incredible. This is a beautiful animation. It's no wonder it won the Oscar for Best Animation Feature in 2001 when it was released. The detailing is so incredible. Like, you see 2 characters speaking and they look great. They look so lifelike. You can see all the emotions on their face, which is great. You look behind them, there's a vase that has probably 30 colors in it. I mean, I know I'm exaggerating, but has a lot of colors in it. You look to the ceiling, there's detail there. You look to the wall, there's detail there. You can tell that Hayao really put in a lot of work. He spent a lot of time making sure that every detail for this film was spotless. For this film, I loved how much time Hayao spent on developing the main character. And for my review, I'm going to share with you the things that I love through the life lessons Hayao portrayed in Spirited Away. At first, Chihiro is a scared little girl who doesn't know what is going on, is confused. She cried quite a number of times, which makes sense. But you know what? As soon as she's told what she needs to do, she was still crying and still upset about the situation she found herself in, but she just rolled up her sleeves, figured it out, and got on with it. She never said, oh, why do I have to work? Why do I have to do this? She just got on with it. And that's something I think we can all learn from. Another thing we see is that she's quite spoilt, and it seems like she has no manners. For example, she never used to knock at first when she first got there before she went into places. She didn't say thank you to people that were literally risking her life by helping her to get a job and to escape this place. But as soon as she's told that, she corrects herself and she doesn't repeat the same mistake. Again, another thing we can all learn from. The thing I loved the most about Chihiro's character was how incredibly kind she was. She was kind to strangers that came into the bathhouse even when everyone else avoided them. She was kind to people that wronged her, and she was kind to people that basically avoided her because they didn't want to get killed. And I loved the kindness so much because it stayed consistent and because it was the thing that fueled her courage, so much so that she ended up saving the day and being the hero of the film. That's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed sharing this with you. If you have any opinions or any comments about the film or even this video, you can drop it in the comment box below. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next review. Bye!